Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start conducting the interview with Sylvia. She's an international student from China, and I'm going to have her tell us a few things. I'm going to ask her a few questions. So, hello, Sylvia.
Hi, I'm Sylvie.
And if you would tell me more about your experiences at UT. How did you get started here, and how did you get started studying in the United States?
Yes, this is the third year I'm here. I came here at 2014 for the fall semester, and I decided to going abroad to pursue my PhD program is because I think it would be a great experience out being far away from home because I have. I have went to the college which is very close to my home, so it's just feel like too much control from my family.
Okay. Tell me about your family influences on your education and your correspondence with your family. Do you get to talk to them much, maybe using Skype or some other method?
Yes, right. So I have a really close relationship with my parents, but I don't have siblings. So I usually Skype with them, not Skype, but something similar to Skype with them once a week, I think. And we also text a lot to each other to share the experience of our own life. And the good thing is that I used to worry about that after I coming abroad, they will feel very lonely because back in China, parents is very treating their children as the center of their life. But I don't want them to do so. But the good thing is after I came here, I think they really enjoy their own life after then. Even though at the very beginning they feel a lot of lonely and alone and don't know what to do, because back when I was home, they just take care of me. But right now they have the time to travel and to exercise and all the things. So I feel really happy about that.
Okay, good. Well, what are your parents' expectations for your studies? What do they put pressure on you? Do they have very high standards? Do they have certain things that try to things they say to motivate you, maybe?
Okay, not much actually, cause they actually didn't want me to get a PhD degree because they think it's too much, maybe. So they just want me to graduate as soon as possible and maybe go back to China after then. And yes, they think I just have to try my best to do what I can. And they don't have too much expectation, so they are just a very lovely parents.
Okay, great, great. Did you notice some major cultural differences when you first came? What did you think, and how did you adjust to the culture?
So I think maybe the most biggest obstacle is the language, because even though I have learned English before, but it's hard to live in a place all the people talking English all the time. So I just and also one of the biggest challenge for me is that when I just came here, I have to be a teaching assistant. But it is hard for me to be a student, and then I have to teach students. So I still remember the first time I'm in the class, and after the lecture, some students ask a question, but at that time my brain is totally blank because I have like consumed all my energy for that, and I just feel so sorry at that time. My whole face is turning into red, and I don't know what to do because I haven't heard what he or she said at that time. And other cultures maybe is the way we stay with other people's, because I think in our culture the friends will be so close, especially for women. We like to hang out all the time for everything nearly, but I think the U.S. people are more independent. They like to do things, or not like, it's get used to do things on their own. So sometimes I just feel a little bit lonely, especially during the class. The classmates is not that close. They just take class together, and after at the end of the class, they just go home on their own and don't talk to each other too much. So that's a part I didn't get used to at the first time.
Did you make a few very good friends early, or close connections, people that you still talk to now that are American students or maybe from another country?
Actually, the sad thing is that most of my friends here is Chinese. I like to stay with them because it's easier to communicate. Because I think communication is the most important thing in a relationship. So, but I have several foreign friends. They are very friendly to me, and because when I talk to foreign people, I'm so nervous, and I will get my tongue will get tied or something. But they are very patient about listen to me. So I think that's the reason I become friend with them, and they like to share idea with me, and that's the important thing.
Have you done activities with the iHouse, or have you helped other students, maybe supported them, maybe emotionally or in other ways?
Yes.
What kind of experiences have you had helping other students? What has that been like? Or maybe you're teaching. How has that been for you?
So I think at the social aspect, because I was the president of the Chinese Student and Scholar Association in UTK, and that was a great experience. I have participated in many community activities here to just present our culture to foreign people. And that makes me treasure my culture even more. And also, because we are all international students here, and the iHouse also invited, the Chinese student here is a very big group. And there are other foreign students who don't have so many people from their country. So iHouse sometimes will refer to us to offer help to them, because even though we are from different country, but we experience the same culture shock, same challenge when we just arrive here. So such as finding apartment here, and to know to get used to the class, because the teaching style here is very different from what we have. And on academic side, I think my students, so you know that we Chinese people are good at math. I am a teaching assistant for statistics, and my students sometimes feel frustrated about that. But I try to go through the questions with them step by step, and they really like I do that in that way, and they think it's so magic that we can do